Hey guys, welcome back to Alpha Tactics. So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's currently raining outside, so we want to do one last kind of sitting around talking. And we got into a little bit of an argument the other day. And this guy is going to piss a lot of you off, and I'm going to be on a lot of you guys' side. And there's probably going to be people in the comments, agreeing with him. So
yeah,
if I seem tired today, I apologize. I didn't get much sleep.
I'm going to make a lot of y'all mad.
Yeah, so that's his goal today.
Sorry.
So it's about these. So he will sit there and tell you that wheel guns don't have a purpose.
They don't. They're pointless. There's no point in having a wheel gun other than you might want to look at it. Other than that, that's it.
He's just uneducated.
False.
It's okay. So, a lot of people on here probably don't know, and if anybody's done any kind of big game hunting, the number one gun you want out there by your side or on your hip is most likely going to be a large caliber, big frame revolver. And what's easier to get, a large caliber revolver or a large caliber handgun?
The only large caliber handgun you have is a Desert Eagle.
That I have, but I'm also considering what other people would have to.
Yeah, but I'm taking a rifle for big game. I'm not even going to consider taking a pistol out there.
Why not have a sidearm?
That's
what most people do.
I'll take a sidearm out there.
Okay, now let's talk about what's realistic going and buying. And I'm not saying this is realistic.
So a 500 Smith & Wesson is more realistic than this.
I'm not saying the 500 is more real. What I'm saying is what people can afford. So obviously, $2,000 handgun, $1,600 handgun right here. I'm not saying the Python is going to be people's choice, but Smith & Wesson makes very affordable options for .357, .44 Magnum. There's a bunch of revolvers out there that are affordable. Yeah, it's not affordable to go out and get a large caliber handgun at all. But I don't care which one you're buying.
But if we're talking big game hunting, you're going to have some money going big game hunting. So
that's true. But do you want to spend it all on your pistol?
Yeah, because that's what's going to protect my life.
Yeah, but you're also talking about a very small percentage of handguns out there that are large caliber handguns, like .357.
In my case,
semi-automatic handguns.
I'm not hunting buffalo or whatever. It's not something I'm going to do.
That's not your case, though.
Well, you're right, but
we're talking for our fans.
Even so, this 5 or 6 rounds.
I'm destroying his.
No, 5 or 6 rounds is all you've got.
Right.
Then trying to reload this thing.
Easy. It's not.
All I've got to do. Slide that in. Push a button. Slide it out. Slide a new one in.
It's. Then you're talking about carrying a Desert Eagle out there.
That's
not realistic for people.
This is not realistic.
Yes, it is. Maybe not this particular one, but one like it. Yes.
Are you going to take something like this out there with a short barrel? So now you may have a large round, but your muzzle velocity is going to be.
I didn't say a short barrel. I said a full size.
So what's the difference between taking this out there and a full size revolver?
Let's talk about the weight difference between those two guns.
Not a whole lot.
You're talking about a Desert Eagle versus that is the worst argument ever.
No, it's not.
The only gun you could compare that to is the 500.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about large round, large caliber. But your only argument to a wheel gun is big game hunting. That's beautiful. The only argument that you have.
They're beautiful.
In real world scenarios, there is no point in having a wheel gun.
And this is also a guy that does reloads. It's his wet dream. You don't have to worry about picking up your brass. It's right there. It doesn't spit it out.
Okay. But in life or death scenario,
I'm not arguing. Okay.
Multiple rounds.
Obviously, I'm not arguing semi-automatic versus revolver in carry situations, or life and death if somebody's threatening your life.
Even if I'm out hog hunting or something like that, I'm not taking this.
Which there's people out there that would argue that this would be better than one of those in a carry situation. I don't agree with that.
Absolutely not.
But I still think that these serve a purpose. You said they serve no purpose.
They serve no purpose.
You did just agree with me that big game was my only argument. So that means it does serve a purpose.
That is your argument, but I am not using this for a big game hunt. I'm using a rifle.
Of course, but you would 100% want to have a sidearm with you.
Yeah, I'll take a sidearm, but it's probably going to be...
Everybody that hunts big game has a sidearm with them at the same.
And personally, it's probably going to be a 45 or something. Mm-hmm. It's probably going to be what I carry every day, which is the
something bigger than that, something with more penetration, something like possibly this right here. This is a 38 special, but .357. Something like this.
Or I could just go get a short barreled AR.
Now, there's way more pros to that over there.
Yeah.
But in the big game hunting situation or having a sidearm, I think some places only will allow you to have.
Yeah, I mean, and there are some states where you can only have, I think New York, you can only have 7 rounds.
Exactly, so
but
perfect.
Even with that argument, I would still rather have a semi-auto, say semi-auto 9mm, 7 rounds. With this, one button, pull a mag out, put a new mag in, and reload. You got 7 more rounds. With this, it's not that easy. It's not easy at all to reload. It's
Unless
just
you have
not.
speed loaders. They make speed loaders.
Even with a speed loader, I guarantee I can do this faster than you can do anything with that.
All I got to do is dump them out and then hit the speed loader and throw it back in.
All I got to do is push a button.
I'm not going to throw it back in for you internet trolls out there that hate seeing people do that. Cowboy equipment.
This is just a semi-auto is 10 times faster than a wheel gun. They may look pretty or whatever.
But your argument is that there's no purpose. There's a purpose.
There's not a purpose.
There's purpose.
There's no purpose.
100%.
There are semi-auto, any kind of gun, whether it be a short-barreled AR, chambered in 450, 458.
What's the real purpose of the Desert Eagle?
There's not one. There's really not one. I mean, but I would still rather have a Desert Eagle.
He argued off camera that the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum might have a real purpose. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I mean, unless you just want to go take a 500 and blow an animal apart, there's no point in it. Semi-auto,
wheel guns still serve a purpose.
They don't serve any purpose.
Yeah, whatever. He's gonna piss all you off.
That's fine. I'm gonna make y'all mad, but until you can legitimately tell me a wheel gun can do something a semi-auto can't.
Put it in the comments. Tell this guy he's wrong.
And then if we want to go by government terms, you can get a short-barreled AR. That's a pistol. That's considered a pistol. And you can chamber AR in any round that a wheel gun is chambered in. So
yeah, but who's out here wanting to shoot a 50 Beowulf with no stock on it?
Who wants to shoot a 500 Smith & Wesson 700 grain? Nobody.
Not realistic at all.
So, I mean, there it is. It's just semi-auto, more rounds, easier to reload. I can put a light, a laser, a sight.
You can do all that to this too.
Where are you gonna put all that at?
You can change this out so they actually make it to where there's a mount right here for a scope.
Yep.
You can do all that stuff.
Yeah. So where's your light gonna go?
I'm sure they.
Duct tape. I got you. Duct tape.
I'm sure they'd make stuff that could mount it to the.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Listen, like I said, I'm not arguing that this is better than that because I don't think that. But there's people that will.
Well, I've heard
I'm
people.
I'm still saying that there is a purpose behind this, and there 100% is.
No purpose.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. People say this is easy to conceal. You can get a short barrel one with a larger caliber. Here's something people don't understand. When you get a larger caliber and you have a real short barrel, it's pointless.
I wouldn't say pointless. Yeah. Depends on how short on the barrel you go.
Your muzzle velocity is going down significantly with that shorter barrel. So most of the time, your impact is going to be the same as a 9mm.
Nobody's shooting long range with a shorter barrel like that, so it doesn't matter.
Even short distances, you're looking at a short barrel 357.
Heavier bullet hitting you harder because it's not moving as fast.
It's still
his argument's terrible.
No, it's not.
It is.
If you put a 3-inch barrel with a 357 Magnum, you're looking at about the same as a 9mm.
Out of any barrel. Yeah.
About the same velocity.
Okay. So what's your argument?
So which one would you rather have, a short barrel 357 or a 9mm Glock?
In which situation?
Any situation.
In hunting, I'd rather have the.
Why?
Because it's a faster moving round.
Not if the barrel is short and it's the same velocity.
I would bet that it's still moving fast. We need a chronograph? We need one of those.
Or you can just look it up. I'm choosing a semi-auto as my sidearm on anything. I don't care what I'm doing.
Too, but as far as hunting, I would 100% go with one of these. No. If I'm out there big game hunting and I want a sidearm, I'm going to go with this.
No. Absolutely not.
Or the 500, just so I know for sure.
No. No. Because then you're getting into there's no point in carrying a 500 and not carry a Desert Eagle. They're both pointless other than I've got a .50 caliber handgun.
Yeah, I mean, just for what we're doing.
Neither one of them makes sense. So
That make more sense than your argument.
No.
This guy sucks. And
No.
tell him that in the comments, guys. We appreciate your view and we appreciate the support. Leave a comment, argue with us, tell us your opinion.
Look, if you can find a valid reason for why this has a purpose, put it down there. I'll argue with you. I don't care.
They will. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the support. We'll see you in the next one.